Hello you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, YouTube channel. I decided to come back, guys. I've been actually being requested, believe it or not, by a few of people that few women and guys that actually want me to come back, and instead of me doing my makeup, they want me to teach them. So I'm gonna try something new, and just whenever I want to teach you guys, when I feel like you guys need to learn a new tips, I'm going to be using this platform. All of my platforms are used differently, as you guys can see. So for this YouTube, we're going to be teaching you guys how I do my makeup and the steps that how I do and everything, so you guys could get a flawless face. So okay, right off the bat, of course, you see me already. I just came off the shower. I braided my hair, put on my wig cap because we're gonna wear this beautiful wig right here, and I'm excited because I renew this wig and I'm excited how it's gonna look at the end. So okay, things you will need for this: you need a really good concealer. If you guys don't have that right now, you guys need to get it. Go to Walmart or to Walgreens and get any concealers closely from your shade, or depending how you want it. If you want a very bright eyeshadow, you get the lightest one. If you want kind of like, you know, like working with beige and all that, dark browns and black, you get, of course, something similar to this. This is two shades. It's catching them both of the same shades, but they're actually different. This one is darker than this one, so you want to go with that. This is a very bright ones, and this is a dark eyeshadows, light eyeshadow. In this case, I'm going to be using the medium sand, a little bit darker shades, kind of like neutrals. I didn't want to do neutrals, but I think it's necessary for me to teach you guys neutrals. For my face, what I use is this one first, the Pond's Dry Skin. I know my skin is oily, but with all the makeup, sometimes it goes dry. This one to cover the pores, control the shininess in case if you have oily skin like I do. Want to go ahead and get this one's at Walmart. You can also find this one at Walmart, so get this. Okay, so for my brows, I don't want them dark, of course, because we do have the wig and we don't want to make it seem like super dark and it's gonna look kind of whack. Also ladies and gentlemen, very important thing, the reason why you guys see me wearing this all the time, so it looks like if I'm actually having a cape all the time, but it's not. It's literally half, guys. So it's like covers up to your stomach, which I think this is absolutely amazing in case it's more importantly like when you're wearing white shirts or black t-shirts as I'm wearing right now and you don't want to dirty them, go to Sally's Beauty Supply and get the half apron, so that way every time you do your makeup, guys, this comes a lot in handy. I've been using this for years and it has never failed me, guys. So that's tip number 2. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Of course, you can use anything similar to the color, or like a brow palette that you want. A brow palette that you could use. For my case, I'm gonna use this one from BH Cosmetics that it has a lot. All the bottom ones are creams and this ones are shadows. You can also use shadows if you guys don't have anything similar to this. I actually used to do my eyeshadows with a basic neutral palette. I used to get the ones that have brown and black, so you can actually use that in case if you don't have this. So let's get started with the eyebrows. We're gonna try to use, let's see, this one right here. I know it's kind of like a chocolate, but I'm gonna get out one of these ones, the lighter shades up top of it, so it can look light and not too dark. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start lining the bottom and start shaping your brow like so. Then you're gonna do another line on the top with the axis of, don't get any more product, with the axis of it. You're gonna start shaping that eyebrow and you're gonna start slowly connecting them till you get to a shape that you want. After that, you get some more, you just tap it and you're gonna start shading in only this half, you guys. Get some more until your whole brow is completely covered with the gel. You're gonna get closely to the front, to the beginning, not all the way, because we're gonna be blending that in. And that's when you get a brush like this, where you're gonna start brushing backwards, making sure you're gonna blend all that in. Now we're gonna go with this other one that we used with the angle brush and start kind of brushing it too. Do not go all the way over here, guys. Slowly, you're gonna start carefully, very thin hand, you're gonna start making the lines. I mean, something like this. So try to get a brush that is like super fluffy, because you're gonna be slowly tapping in the beginning. And the color that we're gonna be using for that, we're gonna try to use, let's try to go for this one right here. It's gonna go a little bit dark, but it's fine. You're gonna start tapping slowly right here and start working your way up and start brushing it at the same time. And like again on this one, the same, don't go all the way to the beginning. Then once you're done, you're gonna start getting a little bit slowly, careful, going to the beginning like so. Now you're gonna go with your spoolie one and you're gonna start brushing it again. The point of this, guys, is to give it this effect of the ombre look. Try not to use it all the way over here because it's unnecessary. Just from the beginning, as you can see. So I'm doing from here to here. I use any concealer. I love to use this ones from, I believe I got it off from the dollar store. Try to get this the close as possible to your shade, guys, because if you get something white, it's gonna look white on the bottom and you don't want that. So I got this one, which is a medium beige, and I'm gonna start pressing a little bit, not too much, and always start from right here because we're gonna start bringing it out down little by little, making sure, because if you do here, you're gonna get the same thing that I have gotten many times where I used to do this before. I used to go all the way right here and it will bring down the like you see right here is a lot. That's why you start from the top and start slowly down, and you start very carefully, you start bringing it down. Okay, and now the next step is gonna be very important. I usually get a flat brush like this, and I start putting the axis, start blending it with my skin and making sure carefully that I don't mess up my eyebrow as well, and start blending till it fades to my skin. So you have no axis of it, and that's why I'm telling you to get that's the reason why I say get something similar to your skin. We're gonna be using this palette, guys. You don't necessarily need to get this one. If you do want this one, you can always go to Jewelry Box. They always have the beauty creation palettes. For instance, I'm gonna use Olivia for this case, and look at the shades. That is very neutral. It has a lot of shimmers, it's a lot of mattes. This is why I love their palettes, because it comes with a lot. So we're gonna be using this, and in case if you don't have these, guys, you don't necessarily need to buy this palette. You can actually go and get something similar, even other palettes, guys, that are similar to this color. So with the medium sand, and this one, the same thing. We're gonna from right here from the middle, don't start all the way up, and fill in the whole eye. Not all of it, because you get a lot of access to another flat brush. The ones from ELF, I highly recommend them because they're really good, and it's a pink brushes. So we're gonna go on this case, we're gonna start slowly bringing this up like so, till you start getting at the very top edge of your brow. You're gonna start correcting it at the same time. Now for this next step, guys, you can get a baby beauty blender, and what I mean by that is like this one's right here. You can get them off from Walgreens, Walmart, and I believe also Target might have them. Your whole entire eye, that there's no access of the concealer. And also on the bottom, if you get some concealer in there, you can definitely do that. Try to get something that is very light. For instance, this one as transition shade under the brow. Pack it, and all you're doing is just tapping. You're just gonna set this one just right here under your brow. We're gonna use this one, and then we're gonna start degrading, of course, to this one. So this two we're gonna be using. In here, the same thing, tapping motions. You're not blending nothing, okay? Make sure there's no excess or eyeshadow from that one. Slowly you're gonna start packing it and bringing it upwards, and you're gonna start seeing that it's gonna create an ombre by itself. Don't go all the way up because it's gonna look kind of weird. Okay, now that we're done with that, with the same brush, we're gonna go with the darker shade that I said, guys, and we're gonna start packing this one a little bit lower. Slowly you're gonna start bringing this one up. Don't worry about this, it's okay, guys, we're gonna correct that later on. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to do a quick break. Okay, so after you see that it's completely blended, a rounded fluffier brush, and then start kind of doing circular motions just to kind of, you could see right here that is going into an ombre. As I was saying, we're gonna be blending this one in circular motions till this completely blends. See the difference? You want to make sure that it's beautiful blended, that there's no sharper line like this one. And what I'm using right now that it feels super amazing, you guys, you can go ahead, check out Vevvy's Beauty. I do have her on all social medias, and is this beautiful lip gloss, guys. I haven't changed to anything else. For some reason, her lip gloss, they feel when you apply it, it's like a mint. It also lasts for a very long time, so that's one thing that I started realizing about her lip gloss. For this situation, we're gonna get the fair beige, and we're gonna do that cut crease right here. But as you could see, you could do it from right now. Me, I want it a little bit dark, and I'm gonna use this one right here because this one is not too dark. So we're gonna apply this one and see how that one applies. We're just tapping motions right here from the cut crease to the outer corner. Now with the concealer, we're gonna use the tip from this one, the sponge from the e.l.f., and we're just gonna tap. This is optional, guys, for a lot of you guys that don't know where's your cut crease. Of course, you can look up for like a second or so, and then you can see right here that's gonna be your cut. That is very important. That's how you get to know where exactly is your cut. We're gonna be lifting, getting from the excess from the bottom and slowly lifting it up slowly, that it doesn't mess up your cut crease, like so. And you see how that like snatched it really quick. So we're gonna go for this one right here. Get a water bottle, regular water bottle, and get a flat fluffy brush. So what you want to do with a flat fluffy brush, guys, spray it so it's like not soaking wet but wet enough, and you're gonna tap. You're gonna get the eyeshadow, and you're gonna see the difference. You can already see that I got some. The difference, it actually gets a lot, guys. And you're just gonna right here. Oh wow, make sure that the brush, when you're applying that shimmer, is not dry, guys. If it's dry, it's not gonna get, it's gonna get it but not pigmented like this one. It's gonna give you like a wet effect. So this next step is very important before I put my liner. I know a lot of you guys, most of you guys use natural lashes, or you guys don't like to use dramatic lashes. You don't have to. If you're not comfortable with wearing those extremely long lashes, you don't need to. And they do have some drugstore. I just got them. I bought them just to show you guys. The ones that I'm gonna wear is my ultimate, of course, favorite from Vevvy's Beauty. This one right here in Sabor. So they're super big, guys. So for me, it's perfect. I love dramatic lashes. But in case if you guys are in the natural more lashes that you don't want too dramatic, this one's the one from Kiss, I picked them up, and the one from Ardell, I picked them both up at a Family Dollar, and they look like this. You can get the natural. Right here they look bigger, but when you actually apply them, guys, it's like literally natural. It's not even dramatic at all. It will look good overall. Really good. Now if you want the 25mm, I also picked those up, this type of lashes at Family Dollar, guys. They look like this. I'm excited to try this ones, but not yet. But this is a 25mm, guys. For those are the ones that want to quickly go to a store and not order them because they might take maybe 2 to 3 business days, and you just want it right there and then. Go to Family Dollar, guys, and get this brand Kiss. It has some natural lashes as well if you guys want to wait and order some from her. Yes, I do have a discount code. and it's under Sindisbeautyglam once you go to her website, guys, and you can definitely get something similar to this small ones. Also 51 Lashes has some, guys, very natural looking. Those ones are super good because it gives you kind of like a fox eye. We do have a discount too with 5150 Lashes. That one as well is Sindisbeautyglam, so you guys can kind of get an idea where you guys want to get it, from the drugstore or from the actual website. So now I'm gonna use my elf liner. We're gonna do a kind of dramatic look, not that much, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, guys, so you guys can see. You guys can use this makeup if you want to, of course. Now the wing on here, guys, for those that don't like super dramatic eyeliner, you can cut it up to right here, as you could see. Connect it from the bottom and leave it as it is. By the way, this one is very flexible, the tip. Eyeliner right here, or you can over dramatic it. I'm about to do, and giving me at the same time kind of like a cat eye. We're gonna give it that inner corner eyeliner. We're gonna put some more on the top, make it a little bit more thicker. For the one that I love to use is Pond's Cold Cream, guys, to just clean it up on the edges, and it does a phenomenal job. It actually cleans you pretty good. So you just want to get closely, but not too close to the end, because you're gonna end up getting the wiping. You're gonna wipe that away too, so you don't want to get too much that it ends more than what you were gonna put, and it erases your line. And it's Mataron or Mataron, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna use that one. And this one is also important. You can actually apply here. Make sure you don't get none of your lashes, because it does glue really, like, I mean, really good, you guys. So you don't want your lashes that it comes out and it has glue. And it dries clear, which I think is really good, because you don't have to be struggling. So in here is go from the beginning, well, mostly from the end, I mean from the middle to the end, and then I adjust them, and there you guys go. You see how dramatic that looks? And also another thing, you can actually lift up the eyelash a little bit more higher, so it can give you like that fox look. And then once they're dry, what I love to do is lift them up like that, and lift them up even more. Another tip that, guys, that I could give you, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you guys should know by now, but the ones that are like starting, make sure that the eyelash, that you don't put it way too in the inner corner, because then your eye starts for some reason itchy and your eye starts to water. That means you put it too close to the eye. So for this occasion, I'm gonna wear Beauty Creations in the shade FS 3.5. And we're gonna apply this one. Usually I do like 2 lines, and here 1 little dot, and here like 2 little dots to a line. A brush that is flat, fluffy, and start painting like if you're painting something, pretty much. Here I just do up and down. I don't do circular motions. When I do that, for some reason my makeup comes off, so you guys want to do back and forth and strokes. I mean, everybody has a different technique at this point, you know, so if you have a technique, go ahead and use it, but for me, I figure that this is better for me. With another the flat brush that I was using earlier, I just go and make a cross right here, like so, and start bringing it down the same thing, so it could blend like so. Now this is very important, guys. Once that one is complete, I get a big beauty blender, body beauty blender. This one is not the L'Oreal setting spray, it's actual water, and I just like to spray. It's kind of damp, and then you start tapping so it can blend the whole skin together. And right here, press firmly so you won't get those disgusting lines that it looks like you put like a bunch of makeup and you didn't blend that in there. And then you start blending in here, and it's gonna give you, you could see it's giving you that fading effect on your brows as well. So if you don't blend good, it's fine. This is gonna do the job for you as well. So you can actually compare this one. It's already done with the beauty blender, and it's, look how it looks, very like texture looking, comparing to the beauty blender once you're done with the brush. So make sure you always beauty blend once you're done with the brush. And there you guys have it. You see that? So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go in with a sponge. I like to use the Juno & Co. I don't know if there's some already at Walmart. I really haven't really checked. You want to use that to the powder. Usually I used to use a beauty blender, but it doesn't do the job that this one does. This one, for some reason, it hides the pores, which I thought was amazing. You guys. Powder, I'm gonna put the Airspun, and this one is Suntan, my color. Is just literally tap once and start shaping all that in there and start dragging it down at the same time. I'm gonna show you the difference, guys, this side from the other side that I don't have powder. I highly recommend it, of course, on your skin tone. The reason why I have used this one so many times, you guys, I only use it when I go out. Literally, my skin, before I got introduced to the Airspun, my skin will shine like crazy. My shine will come out, and when this one, it will be like hot, like literally like melting, and it wouldn't melt my foundation. It wouldn't show any cut lines or anything. So when I just film quickly, of course I use my other setting powders, but this one definitely has to be my holy grail. And the other tip that I could give you guys, what I like to do when I'm applying this powder over here on the top, so I won't get no powder, as you can see my lashes, I like to face up like as high as possible, and when I start tapping, no powder is gonna land in my lashes. So you can see the difference, guys, between nothing and with this beauty blender. It's like a matte difference. Texture, no texture. Okay guys, and overall, guys, this is literally the highlight of the video, guys. This is what's gonna sculpture your face. Literally, I went to Family Dollar, guys, and I literally got any pressed powder as my contour, and I got in a darker shade that it shows my skin on my type of skin tone. So try not to get, if you're lighter than me, try not to get to this one dark, because it's gonna show kind of what you're gonna do. This is very important, guys. Pay attention, please. You're gonna start tapping into a C-section. Doing it very slow with you guys, because if I do it fast, you guys are I'm gonna lose you guys. Tapping and tapping like so till you hit to right here. Don't go lower, don't stretch it, okay? Just right here. Gonna get some more, and we're just gonna go ahead and put some on our forehead. Slowly bringing it in, not too much to inner, just right here, just to blend that harsh line, you guys. And you see the definition that is creating on my forehead, guys. It looks flawless. Now here I have no other access, so we're gonna start going a little bit higher, just enough to blend this area right here. You don't want to get that line also looking all harsh. And then now you go lower, and you can see slowly I'm blending that line. I get so many compliments, how do you do your makeup so flawless? This is why. The sculpturing on your face, it brings everything, guys. It brings everything. It makes a statement. As you could tell, my face versus nothing. Sculpture with contour and nothing. That's what's gonna make you a highlight. Trust me, they're gonna notice. Okay, now you're gonna contour your nose. With the accents that you have, do not get more product because it's gonna get a harsh line. With the accents that you have, go ahead and start tapping till you get to this part of the eye, the tier of your eye pretty much. And then once you create a line, you're gonna slowly start brushing it to go upwards so you could create that blending effect. You can get any other, for instance, I'm gonna use the Maybelline one, which is this one. Is this color a little bit lighter, and I'm just gonna tap it once on the powder, and I'm just gonna blend that to make sure that the line is disappeared. Of course, we all know how to put blush, right? Now we're gonna jump on to highlight, and of course highlighter you can also use from drugstore, any drugstore at your favoritism, because there's a lot of them that are like super highlighted, and there's a lot of them very light highlighter. For my occasion, a net 69 from Beauty Creations. I highly recommend this highlighter, you guys. It is awesome. It shows amazing. I'm gonna show you another tip on this one. I know we haven't finished on the eye. We're gonna finish once we're done with everything. So what I like to do is go 3 times. Don't throw nothing away. Don't tap it or nothing, and then we're just gonna spray water and see how much it picks up. It, like, for some reason I feel like the water is like its own primer for it, you know. So I'm gonna show you without the water what it does, and you're gonna see the huge difference that it makes when you apply water. It gives you like a wet awesome effect. I used to do the inner part, but not anymore. I just do use the sides only and a little bit of bright. I'm gonna get the same highlighter that I used from my net 69, and I'm gonna apply it without the water, guys. You see that? This like literally doesn't pick up, and I used to do this a lot till I started using the water, experimenting on accident, and it came to this. So this is with water, and this is with no water, just dry. So of course you guys know what to do. Apply the water. And now I'm applying with water. You can see the matte difference that it gives you guys. Super matte different. All right, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go with the bottom of our eyes and make it into, we're gonna give it that smoky effect on the bottom. I'm just gonna kind of go and blend as close possible to my lash line and make sure that it blends beautiful. You can see it's giving us an amazing look, guys, a smoky look. Trust me, if you do this makeup, guys, even if you would do like natural makeup, when you do my style, it sticks up a lot. I have been told so many times, oh my gosh, your makeup is beautiful, and this is why. It is very simple, guys, very simple to do, very natural, well, almost natural, a natural glam, I would say. And I always get a bunch of comments when I do this type of style. Okay, so what you want to do now is get a regular black pencil. I'm gonna get the LA color one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put some in my waterline. Use from Profusion is this one's matte charm. You can see it gives it kind of like the bronze look, so I'm gonna use this one, you guys. Now sometimes I do like to overline my lips, and here I like to kind of not follow the pattern, because if I do the V shape that I have here, it kind of looks weird, like overline with like a V shape. So that's very important when you overline your lips, because you could tell. So I'm gonna do it, but don't do it, guys, if you guys are not trained enough, because it's gonna mess up your look. Okay, so I'm gonna use the other one from Matte Profusion, which is a matte secret. It's secret and the style is matte. So I'm just gonna use this in the inner part. I should have done this before I did it. There you go. All you're gonna do is you can also use the center tips, the tips of your finger. You can just kind of be pressing till you get that ombre look. clean it up, cut the other one, clean it up, go right here, clean it up, the other one, like so, and then you get a beautiful ombre look. I'm gonna get my lip gloss by Vevvy's Beauty, and I'm gonna apply that in my center. I'm gonna use regular water and use it as a setting spray too. What I discovered, guys, I know some of you guys gonna be like, what the heck? But trust me, it works. When I put the water, of course I make sure it's super dry. Then once my makeup is set, what I like to do is get a spray regular. You don't have to do this technique, guys, but for me it has worked. I have used it a few times already and it's amazing. So what I did is just spray my whole face once everything's dry. It did miracles, guys. My makeup did not move. Regular spray. Of course, cover your lashes when you spray it. Like, you can spray all around except your eyes, because obviously your eyes are not gonna move. If you have if you use the right primers, it's not gonna move. But I use the outer sides and I was shocked, you guys. I was just like, oh my gosh, did I discover something new? So I don't know if it's going out there already, putting spray, regular hairspray with once you spray with water and your face is completely matte, spray the spray, you're gonna trust me, it's a weird technique, guys, but it has worked on me amazing, that I'm like in love with it. Now you see the difference when I tell you please go ahead and get this apron. I have absolutely nothing in my shirt. Usually when I record and I have something, is because I forget to put my apron, and I always get something, guys. So please put your aprons, especially if you're gonna go out. Put them on. So let me come back with my wig. And super obsessed with this look, guys. When I do these looks, I sometimes even shock myself because I'm like, oh my god, did I really do that? But if you guys stood all the way through, I hope you guys learn a lot from me, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna start teaching more different looks, dramatic looks that I do, because I know some of them love to go super dramatic like I do. So I will be bringing those lessons back to in here. So stay tuned for those looks, guys. I just wanted to do a very glam, simple look, and very effective. As you can see, it's like if I'm going to a party. It looks super amazing, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share it to other people for beginners. This is my style. There's been thousands of styles, guys, here on YouTube, but this is my techniques that people want me to keep posting more in how do I do my makeup, and show you guys my tricks. So that is it, guys. Hope you guys love this look as much as I do, and see you guys to the next one. Bye.